Is that live right now?
Should be. And then. Okay, here we go.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Is that how you open and close it?
In theory.
Nope.
Is there a sensor? Are these things too close?
I mean, open fine. Seems like these things are out of the center. Okay, yeah, you're live now.
Sick. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
There we go. Nelson, you want me to call it?
Yeah, I can call it.
I'll shoot you a Slack. Be like, all right, call him now.
Yeah, let me send you this.
Probably like 30, 40 minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes.
Absolutely.
I'll be ready to rock and roll. You are.
I'm gonna call it 1:30 just so that, so I'll hang out for a bit.
Yeah, that's fine. You can come in and out. We welcome in this show people coming in and out. Do we want to snipe them again? Oh, should we set up do we have a second mic for Lawler?
No, I think just for today, we'll just use the same one.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna do like try to just run through it, just get the shape of it, try not to be like, all right, let's stop here and do this. It's just like get through it, and then I'll kind of have notes for where we can go from there. But I think it's really taking shape well. And then even if we get some good stuff from today, we could start posting on social.
I'm down. Yeah, we should talk to Strider about. Oh, he actually was gonna, I think, sit down with Luca today. We should do that.
Check, check. Check.
Nice.
Intro. Talk about what's going on in my life.
You wanna,
Moving.
after you're done here today, you wanna maybe link with Luca on some social stuff?
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
maybe with Willie just on QHQ TikToks.
Yeah.
That's what Willie link would do.
That'd be huge. And just like how to
Just basic stuff with Luke. Just like not like I think you sit down with them just basically maybe set up some remote times to go over some social stuff.
that'd be huge.
I think it'd be pretty easy. I don't foresee this being a crazy one for you. But I do think you getting into the commenting flow, the story flow, I think learning how to just make a basic 100 rows carousel, or not even, Ben and Sam can probably help you with that, like just basic stuff.
I think it'll be good to have that knowledge. So I'll he was just here a second ago. I'll ask him.
All right, I'm just gonna send the link to the guys that we have calling in.
Nice.
I'll let them know.
And if Jack wants to, he can come in, or if Jack can even call him too, whatever he wants to do.
I think he's gonna do both.
Okay, so he'll call in as like a random dude.
Yeah,
and then he'll
just
be-
for the purposes
and he'll
of
be
the
himself
test.
On there, okay, cool.
All right, let me just go tell Tanner just to be on the lookout.
And let's get this thing moving.
We're thinking about maybe pre-recording this song that I'm about to do live to just kind of play in, like as a Mr. Rogers vibe. Let me know what you think. It's something we can also just do away with.
Whoa, don't start cutting yourself
Yeah,
down
exactly.
before what are you doing?
But see what you feel. I think it could either be something we do live every time, but it's just tough with all the shots.
No, I think no.
Might be something we record.
We want an intro theme.
Yeah.
And I think we do want like a little montage of each
Yeah.
like just like a little montage that Caleb works on.
The band of
Band of
Brothers,
Brothers.
fucking the Replacements.
And you're gonna work on that text tracking, the teaser, yeah?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So this might be something that lives like it just as an intro that we record with like some footage.
Yes.
Do you remember all those like clips that I put in?
Yeah.
Santa Frodo would be a fucking great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sports, social media.
Guys being dudes.
Yep, just guys fucking being dudes. All right, let me put. And then I think it could be funny if I have. Okay, I'll just. Are you able to make that? Just a big eye. Yes, sir. Thank you. Maybe even moss. Yeah, that's nice right there. Let's see. I can scroll down on it too. Okay. And then if we get surprised people coming in and out, then that works in. That works.
All right, you ready to start?
Let's ride. Let's see. Just for the sake of the stream, I'm going to do it. Hey there, my dude. I'm glad you made it through. 'Cause some days are tough, some bros more buff. But you, my friend, are strong enough. So let's post up and chill for a few. Just post up and chill, my dude. So whether you're crushing it or feeling not so legit, let it all go and hug your friggin' bro. It's a surefire way to let him know you're a legend. And I hope you know that you're a legend too, my dudes. Welcome to Hug Your Bros. It's a call-in show where we go full court press on your fucking feelings, dude. We feel stuff. In fact, let me get a little more cozy here on this couch and slip into my at-home hoodie. Today, I want to talk about new spaces, dude. Hell yeah, that feels good, dude. So, just to sort of kick things off on this show, it's a vulnerable space, dude. It's a safe space to be you, talk it out, cut it up, flush it out. I'll lead by example, dude. Freaking Gandhi said, the most powerful thing you can do is not to change the world, but it's to change yourself. So maybe we're going to keep some things consistent. Maybe we'll change others. Like I just changed my hoodie from one rat ass hoodie into another. I just moved, dude. My wife and I, we moved to a sick ass new apartment. Oh, by the way, I want to give a shout out to Caleb. We got Caleb going beast mode on the sticks, dude. What up, Caleb, dude?
Howdy.
Chilling, dude. So I just moved to a new apartment. Change is tough. It's weird settling in. We have no blinds up right now. It's a new neighborhood. It's a hip neighborhood. I saw a guy sitting pretzel leg writing poetry at a coffee shop. It stirred something within me. I felt violent urges, but then I thought to myself, that's chill. That's the vibe in this neighborhood. And maybe it's cool to write. And I've been doing that. I've been journaling. And in doing so, I learned that there's a lot of points of entry in my new home. In fact, there's 3. And it made me realize I might not be able to defend my own home. I think that if a man came in, or honestly, maybe a lady who did roller derby, or really anyone, they could probably kick my ass. And I can't defend my home. I'm like, what am I going to do? Throw my new journal at the intruder? No. So I've taken some action steps because stress happens when you're not acting. And I bought some really heavy dumbbells. I bought 75-pound dumbbells, and I put them on my doorstep. And in fact, I bought 3 sets for all 3 entries. And I've placed very heavy dumbbell sets so that if an intruder comes by, they're going to think, oh shit, dude, this guy that lives in here is probably pretty jacked. I might want to think to go elsewhere. So I've taken some external steps to help myself. However, I still need to take some internal ones. And maybe we'll get through those in this episode. I think it's going to be an ongoing process. A lot of what we talk about is going to be an ongoing process. So if you've got any, feelings or any new elements of change in your life that you want to discuss today, hit that QR code right there at the top of the screen and call in. We're going to be taking live calls today. It can be about new moves, new cities. Honestly, it can be about anything. It can be on topic. It can be off topic. This is just what's going on with me. If you got any advice for me, I'd love to hear it. I want to share some advice with you as well. So go ahead, and if you've got something, think about it. Take your time. If you're thinking you want to call in, you got a little bit of time, because before we get to our live call-ins, we're going to be hopping into the mailbag, baby. This is a collection of emails, DMs from you guys that are tuning in and listening, and anyone really that has anything going on. So I think let's hop into a DM that I have here. Maybe Caleb, you want to read this first one here, and we'll just sort of see if we can offer some advice for this bro.
Yeah, absolutely. We got this DM from Selzer69.
Nice. What up, Selzer69? Good handle.
I also just moved. My neighbors are nice, but they want to hang out too hard already. How do I be nice, but not like set a standard of hanging out every night?
Okay, dude, this is okay. Selzer69. I should have known by your handle 69 that you were a chill dude and you were automatically going to become boys with someone in your neighborhood. I mean, if you were Selzer69 420, honestly, I'd try to move next to you. I'd want to, have you maybe do some goblet squats with those 75 pounders that I've got. In any case, this is a rare occasion where most people are looking to make new friends in a city they live in. But it sounds like you are maybe in a neighborhood, maybe you're in your 30s, maybe you chose not to follow your dreams and you're smart and you have a home, and the person living next to you, you want to develop a sense of community. This is nice, but I hear what you're saying. Some people want to hang out too much. They're showing up with trays of food, hors d'oeuvres. They want to watch, what's that show that everyone loves these days, Caleb? Fucking Love on the Spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Charming show. So sincere. They want to watch Love on the Spectrum, and they're going to spoil it for you. Sounds like this couple's chock full of spoilers. It's dangerous to hang out with them. But at the same time, you want to have good neighbors, because if someone intrudes you into your home and someone breaks in, like someone's going to break into my home and they're going to get me, you're going to want your neighbor to come and save you. So you're going to want to have good vibes with your neighbors. I think what you got to do is you got to pull out an old fashioned, there's scare tactics and then there's weird tactics. I think you got to out weird your neighbor here a little bit. I think what you got to do, I imagine you have a garage or wherever the shared space is, wherever someone can see into your home, the front door, the back patio, whatever it is, be in a robe. Be in not a bathrobe, not a hotel robe. I'm talking a eyes wide shut satin robe. Maybe even get it monogrammed. Take a week, get it monogrammed with a symbol that, some sort of nautical looking symbol, something that looks pretty sinister. And when your neighbor wants to hang out, you go up, maybe even go up to their house and go, hey, you guys said you want to hang out today at 7. I forgot. I've got my ritual then. I've got my ritual at 7.
Just some very vague, like cultish
Vague.
stuff going on.
If they ask you a follow-up question, hit them with a, can't really explain, but we'll probably be done cleaning up around 8. We'll be done cleaning up after our ritual. And you might hear some noises. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. Susan and I, whatever Caleb or sells her 69, whatever your wife's name is, maybe Susie 420. She sounds like probably a chill lady. Say, hey, we'll be done with our ritual then. By the way, are you cool if are you cool if we park a car reversed into your driveway during that time? We might need to get out quick.
What's a good, like, not like my brothers, but my
Yes.
like
yeah,
my
exactly.
comrades in arms, or something like that.
My echelon.
Yeah, my echelon.
My echelon will be here my echelon's going to be arriving around 7.
Yep.
So I think that's a good move. I think they're going to really just naturally dial back hangouts with you after that. The invites are going to drop after that. And then you invite them to some stuff. You know what I mean? Not a ritual. Never a ritual when you don't want to hang out. It's always ritual night. Don't lock yourself into the moon cycle, although that would be a smart plan, because you're going to want to be able to fall back and have your robes ready to rock. You know what I mean? So I think that's a good move.
I think potential drawback to this one is they're also a part of a cult,
Right.
and they're like fully into whatever you're doing. They're like, yeah, man, like count me in. Like let's do this thing. I got my robe. I'm gonna dust it off. Bring it out of the dungeon. Come check it out. I just got a new dungeon installed. In the
Yeah.
basement.
Oh, if your neighbor's got a dungeon, they could have a dungeon. You're right. In that case, you go, hey, you have to talk about, you have to drop a name like Solastra. Sorry, I can't. Solastra says I can't get involved in anything else. Although I do respect your space and whoever you're praising or offering blood offerings to. I think that's probably a solid move. But here's the thing: it's tough, dude. I would be grateful that you have these people that want to hang out with you, but we're adults. Our lives are busy, and some people, I know couples who are out there trying to recruit couples friends. They go on like couples dates. People join churches. Bro, to meet new friends. People spend bank on country club memberships to do this. You've got people knocking at your door, and if they are relatively chill people, offer the hangs. And if they want to hang out a little too much, I think the robe move is effective. But I would say, don't. What's the phrase? I guess it's look a gift horse in the mouth. This is a blessing in disguise here, dude. I think it's a good move. I think, hang out with them because it's good to have friends, man, in this world. It's good to have neighbors, but stay busy. That's all I'm saying. Stay busy and don't feel too bad because your life is naturally busy, and sometimes you do just want to chill and you're like, oh, they can see me at home. They know I'm not busy right now. Just say, date night in might be a little more practical. Hey, we're just doing our own date night in tonight, down to kick it another time. Always tough with the soft letdowns, but good to be desired. Seltzer 69. Also, if you have any tips on how to stand up 69, let me know. Because when my wife picks me up, her legs give out pretty quickly. She can hold me up for a good 2.5 minutes when we're stand up 69ing. But if you have any tips on that, please call in.
I will say before we moved on to this next one,
Yeah.
my dad, shout out Randy. Love
What
to have
up?
him on a dad calling in the future.
I love that.
He
We
is
should
ma-
always hit up Randy.
He's mastered the art of the friendly neighbor. You know, he's always made a point since I was growing up. Like we'd always get these new neighbors in. Like establish connection early, show that you're a friendly face, but never come on too strong. It's like we want to have chill, cool neighbors, but
Yes.
you know, we're not inviting them over to every shindig. Like establish your domain, set your boundaries, and then, you know, go from there. It's like, oh,
Correct.
we need a extra couple of people dropped out. Oh, let's just invite Andrew and Michael over here. You know?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And then here's the thing. If you are those neighbors that want to hang out too bad and you're thinking about making jello shots and walking over, a nice thing to do. Maybe you know, but it's just like, let them have their vibe. You know what I mean? You have your own backyard.
Yep.
Invite people into your domain rather than being like the nice thing of, hey, just dropping this off for your party. Like what? Nah, dude. Nah. So yeah, Randy's got some good moves there. You throw the what up, and yeah, invite your real friends over,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
your tight circle of couples. So then they know they haven't entered that yet. Honestly, that's pretty much what robing is, just without the robes.
Love it. All right.
Great
I think
call.
we got time for one more mailbag question.
Nice.
This one comes from also Selzer 69.
Okay,
Oh,
nice.
we got
Selzer
a fan.
69. This guy's got a lot going on in his life.
Oh, wait, sorry. This is 69 _ Selzer 69.
Oh, okay. Different Selzer.
totally
Maybe it's his brother.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
He says, saw my ex at my favorite bar with a new dude.
Oh,
That's not even the bad part. The guy is just like me, except a notch or two more buff and handsome. How do I not cut my own dick off at this point?
oh man. Quick answer. Peeing is going to be a lot more difficult with no penis. So keep your penis. But this is hard to deal with. This is your space. This is your local bar. When couples break up, sometimes they even choose friends. I've had a couple break up before. You know, it was like couples friends that we had. And I was more good friends with the dudes. My wife was more good friend with the lady. And since the dude dumped her on vacation out of the blue, we had to side with the lady, you know, and I don't get to see this dude as much anymore. You know, we weren't that tight of bros, but we were boys. And when we'd hang out, we'd have a good time. We got through the couple hangouts together. We were soldiers. This hurts. She should know not to come to your bar.
Absolutely.
This is demented by her.
To me, this screams, and I don't know the context of the breakup between 69 Selzer 69 and his lady, but you're finding a new dude that, you know, at least on the outside is better than you in every way, and going onto your turf,
Yeah.
your established domain. This is a cry for, hey, maybe I messed up, but I'm trying to get your attention very clearly.
She's definitely trying to get his attention.
Yeah.
She's definitely throwing a power move. This is something that you got to say. You got to excuse yourself from the situation. Granted, she's not going to come back to your bar every night with this guy. And I mean, if they do come back on a second occasion, maybe you're friends with the bartender or something like that. You have your bartender be real slow with the drinks. You have them, you know, the chicken tenders are a little cold, although they're probably going to get like cauliflower Brussels sprouts, you know, or cauliflower buffalo wings or something like that, which actually are a pretty dang move. Have those be ice cold. There's a few tactics you can move. And then you got to literally go up and be like, hey, nice to meet you, to the dude. Talk to the girl like, hey, you don't even live in this area. Like, why are you coming to this bar? Like, this is my spot. You know that, right? This dude might try to, you know, stand up for the lady chivalry and be like, look, man, this isn't even about you right now. We just got to talk around, and we're setting boundaries. You got to set boundaries, and you'd be like, look, whatever your bar is called, Selzer _ 69. You got to set the boundaries quickly. And I think you do it in person. You do it casually, face to face. You know what I mean? Not a little bit buzzed, and you drop it and you go, hey man, I think it's pretty messed up that you guys come in here. You know, this is my spot. You know, this is where I like to watch my team. You know, I'm here every Thursday night. I do trivia here on Tuesday nights. Like, what's going on? This is a big city. Unless this is a one horse town, there's another bar that they can drink at, and you got to let them know. And that being said, the fact that this guy's clocked that she obviously has a type. If my wife was going to leave me, I would want it to be someone drastically different from me. I would not want it to be me 2.0. You know what I mean?
Do you think the only logical follow up to this is you find a girl that looks like her but better,
Yeah.
or maybe like her but worse, and it has her question?
Oh, that's funny.
Her
And then
own-
it's a
Yeah.
look in the mirror.
Yep, exactly.
It's a look in the mirror. That's a great mind game to play. That's a great even maybe you hire someone,
Yeah,
you know,
put a casting
actors.
call out.
Yeah, you go on casting. It's tough to find work these days. You say, hey, come on out. It's a little live action role play right here. It's for an hour. You're going to get a free meal out of it. I think that's a great move. Put it back, throw it back on her. Also, I've come full circle on this. I think, Caleb,
Mhm.
if my wife cheated on me, I would want it to be with a chill bro.
Oh,
like
totally.
like myself. I wouldn't want it to be with some loser. This guy sounds cool.
Best case scenario, you're seeing him at the bar. You're like, let's buy him a drink. you
Yeah,
know?
that's a chill dude. I think when you go up and confront whatever the ex's name is, the dude, you dap him up, bro. I love your style. That shirt actually fits you a little bit better. Honestly, what are you doing? How do you get your trap so jacked? Give me a little bit of advice.
Yeah.
Because if my wife was cheating on me, honestly, I'd want it to be with maybe my best friend.
Yeah.
He's the coolest dude I know. If my best friend was pounding my wife and she was happy about it, I think I just got to step out of the equation. We wouldn't be best friends anymore, but I'm happy that she met a cool dude, not some scumbag.
I think the absolute worst thing you can do in this situation, you see your ex-girlfriend out with a new guy. You can't come in like buck up and try to like be
No.
a hot shot. If you come in nice, it throws everybody off guard.
You get more bees with honey.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now, you're diplomatic about it. You're magnanimous. I think it's the move. And I like this idea of the first time he saw her, whatever he's writing in, we're giving him some advice. If it comes back 2 times, fool me once, fool me twice, the third time, you know, they're setting a pattern. You bring in a lady that looks just like her.
He's gonna write in next week. Be like,
Yeah.
somehow found an even hotter and buffer dude.
Yeah. And if she keeps coming in with hotter and buffer dudes, then more power to her.
Yeah.
You
She's
know
just
what I mean?
leveling up.
Yeah, exactly. She's leveling up. Honestly, you've set her up for success. You should brag about this at this point. Write in and brag about it. And maybe these guys have gym memberships. You can get a deal. Maybe they're doing jujitsu. You can get a deal. You might be able to level yourself up. So, you know, there's always a silver lining.
All right. I think this is a great segue into a new segment we're trying out.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce us to our guest that's about to come in?
We've
and
got,
what we're gonna be talking about?
maybe you've heard of it, the Daily Friday. It's one of the most popular newsletters on the internet, to be honest. We've got Jack Lawler here. This man is a man of note. This man is a gentleman and a scholar. He is, dare I say, a fucking pimp, dude. Can I even say that anymore these days, dude? I like saying that. When I was growing up, I would go, "Oh, what up, pimp?" I get that that's something that you shouldn't say, but it feels so right because minus the exploitation of your workers, pimps are pretty chill. Minus that big thing, they're sort of huge capitalists. They just have style. So I like saying it. That's a huge confession. Maybe I should stop. Sound off in the chat. Let me know what you think about using the phrase pimp. In any case, Jack Lawler, this guy's here for a new little segment we like to call Headlines and Headspace, because the world's a stressful place. Staying up in the news is pretty tough. Also, your friend who just read an article is kind of the most brutal hang. I've got a few friends who, when we hang out and they read articles and I know it, I'm like, dude, you're only allowed to say China 3 times. You're allowed to say China 3 times for this entire hang, and then you're done. If you say it 4, you owe everyone around. I think that's a good rule of thumb.
All right, Mr. Lawler.
He might be busy.
Well, he thought this was over the phone.
Oh, that's fine. Have him
But-
call in.
He's flying in right now.
Oh, he's flying in. Let's
Yeah.
go.
He was cross country, but you know he's holding his Zoom calls. He's flying in right now, getting his chauffeur. Should be coming in.
Oh, this guy's a badass, dude.
Yeah.
He's a baller. I wonder what type of girl. I think like. Here he is.
Here he is.
No,
Here he is.
never apologize. We're honored to have you.
Caleb's friend Jack.
Oh, let's go, dude.
How
Honored
you
to have
doing?
you, dude. So we'll have one. Usually you would. Okay, go to the right. Usually you'd have your own mic, but
That's all right. I can project.
That'd be fine. Okay, let me move this.
Yeah, you sit on the other side of that.
This might be nice too, where I can offer a guest. Do you want a hoodie? I'd be like, do you want a comfort hoodie to put on? Yeah, you can put on a hoodie, dude. Yep, legit. Put on a hoodie. This is always good. We should have a bevy of just hoodies, dude. That's a Cobb's hoodie that I got. It's very sick. Yeah.
Salad?
Yeah. Oh yeah. after my favorite salad, the Cobb. So
All right, let's put the mic just right in
okay,
the
right in the
middle.
middle. Okay, cool.
Can you hear us both, Caleb?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So Lawler, dude, we got bros tuning in live. There's chat. There's all sorts of stuff going on. I don't know if we can see. Usually we'd be able to see chat and respond,
Of
but
course. Yeah,
but this little segment's called Headlines and Headspace. We appreciate you being here,
of
dude.
course.
So the news is tough to keep up with. The news stresses me out. I generally use. I'm an avoidant person with stress.
Got it.
So when something stresses me out, my wife's like, "Hey, I want to try a new position." I go, "I hope it's the fetal one because I'm afraid."
Okay, all right. I get that.
So
It's nice that you guys still have sex as a married man. So I'll kudos to you.
thank you so much, dude. Yeah, we're at a healthy clip. We're halfway through the year, so we've done it a couple times, which is
Nice.
pretty nice, dude.
Double digits around the corner.
I think that's why they call it a couple. I don't think it's because it's two people. I think it's because of how many times you've
all
done
right,
it a
I
year.
like that. It's nice to have a guy, older married guy in the office. I go to these Friday beers meetings with these guys and trying to sound cool. I'm trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about, but it falls flat a lot.
Yeah.
So,
I've been saying mid, dude.
wow.
Yeah.
I did say mid. Dude. I'm
Yeah,
all
really,
over
really,
it.
yeah. Is it feel
This
nice?
guy's fucking old as fuck. He's gonna say mid, dude. Fucking loser, bro.
Shit, dude, shit.
I know. So yeah, at least I'm not that way. But, yeah.
But you're an informed man.
Yes.
You're an informed man. So maybe share what's going on in the news right now, and then also what's
Yeah.
the headline, and then how are you dealing it within your headspace? How are you staying de-stressed?
I mean, yeah. So for me, I think the biggest issue that I always run into with Daily Friday is whiplash when it comes to the news.
Yeah.
You'll be on Twitter, funny Pope meme.
Yeah.
Heil Hitler is a new song that Kanye came out with. India, Pakistan going to war. Jordan Hudson and Bill Belichick stuff. So there's just a lot of fun
Right.
stuff and a lot of bad stuff. I think one of the things I do struggle with is what is my take on certain news topics. You always
Yeah.
gotta have a take.
You have great takes, by the way.
Thank
I love
you. I
your
appreciate
takes.
it. I always try to be positive. I like to support love. I like to support just doing your own thing and not think about what people think. And for me, the thing that I've been struggling the most with has been the Jordan Hudson and Bill Belichick story. Are you aware of this?
I am. So it's coming out now that I'm slightly aware where
Yeah.
she's sort of like a Rasputin figure.
That's a beautiful way of describing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
So for those who don't, so Bill Belichick is 72 years old, football coach. His girlfriend is 24-year-old Jordan Hudson, who it has now become that she's kind of pulling the puppet strings.
Yeah.
A report came out that she was banned from going to UNC.
I saw
games.
that.
Now reportedly that's false. So again, this is the whiplash back and forth. I don't know where I'm supposed to fall on this take because on the one hand, you only get a couple shots at love in life.
Yeah.
If there's a 50-year age gap, I mean,
And here's the thing.
that doesn't mean anything.
That's regal.
Love is love.
And why do you win 7 Super Bowls if you can't be with a smoke show 24-year-old?
Exactly. And then on the other hand, is this elder abuse? You know?
Right.
Right?
This is a
I
great
think
question. This is
the struggle. And then it's
dude.
is it kind of awesome? And then on the other hand, it's is it kind of awesome that his girlfriend sucks so much that he's going to get fired from his job, but he's sticking with the girlfriend? Or should he break up with the girlfriend and keep his job?
This
So there's
is
a lot of ways to fall on the issue.
this is a great question. This is right up Hug Your Bros' alley.
Yeah.
It's so
What would
hard.
be the Hug Your Bros take?
How do you as let's say you're Bill Belichick's friend,
That's
his
a great
family
question.
member, how do you approach,
That-
bring this up? He seems to be very happy in this relationship, but from an outside perspective, it doesn't make sense. I'm sure we've all had your close friends in this wacky relationship that nobody outside of it can see, but they seem very happy.
You know what, Caleb, you're so dialed. I was going to approach it from if this was my buddy, how would I sit him down? And generally, I think I would be my buddies, I'd be like, you need your job. I'd be like, dude, I'd be like, you need your job. Dude, you can't get, I don't care how good this is. You need to work, dude.
Right,
and then also,
right,
if you're
right.
not working, eventually she's going to leave you. If you get fired
That's
or
actually such a good point. If you're just sitting around, she's gonna leave you.
yes. So but Bill Belichick has so much money, he doesn't really need to work. I think Bill probably should just like keep his crazy girlfriend and enjoy himself, and like, and as long as he can stay hard, like keep it going. But
well, and there's an interesting thing too, where it's like, will she respect him more if he stands up to her?
probably,
Right?
yeah.
Or will she leave him? And if she does leave him, he can find another 24-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. This is Bill Belichick. So it's like, I think he's just got to kind of, it seems like a toxic relationship.
It seems really hard.
It's a huge red flag.
Yeah.
If your significant other is like, if just, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
And even if it's not true, like of she's banned from facilities or like,
That is so
or if your significant other is just trying to like, dude, I valet. My wife was like, hey, dude, like showed up at my work, like, hey, you need to park cars different like this. I'd be like, what is going on? Like just stay away. Let me do my job.
Like she might know how to do it a little better than you.
True,
Yeah.
true. She has a better driving record than I
Yeah.
do, no question. Or like, oh, like your wife is like showing up and being like, maybe actually,
don't mean that. She can also probably do it better than I.
yeah.
we have easy jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally fair.
So